welcome back to my channel. My name is Angie, and in today's video I'll be talking to you about my 30-day walking challenge update. If you're new here, I talk about my weight loss journey and I share what I eat in a day, meal preps, and grocery hauls. So if that's something that you're interested in, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, share the video, and hit the notification bell. Before I talk about my weight loss results, I do want to talk about the benefits of walking, and these benefits are some that I've seen for myself. What are the health benefits of walking? Well, actually, guys, there are a lot and too many for me to discuss in this video, but I thought I'd just list off the 6 or actually 7 that stuck out for me, and these are part of the reasons why I chose to do this walking challenge, and just another reason why I am just a big proponent of walking, because I really feel like you can walk your way to health, you can walk your way to weight loss, and you can walk your way to good mental health. So I think I'll start with that. Number one, walking is great for your mental health. There have been a lot of studies done recently that have shown that people who get out and walk, particularly if you're under a lot of stress or anxiety, that walking is just a great way to clear your mind, especially when you get back to your breath. And I think that's the biggest thing that I love about walking. So I'll take that number one. Number two, reduce risk of heart attack or stroke. I'm sure you've seen all the commercials and things in fine print about the number of people who unfortunately die from a heart attack or stroke. So if walking can reduce that risk for me, I'm going to do it. Increase cardiovascular and pulmonary fitness. So basically strengthening your heart and your lungs. And it goes back to, the whole heart attack and stroke. But particularly one thing I've noticed with this walking challenge, because I've been very intentional, is my lung strength. Like I feel like, particularly because I'm taking in breaths, letting out breaths, I feel like my lungs are definitely getting a lot stronger. Number 3 or 4, I should say, it's great for conditions such as hypertension, muscle stiffness, and diabetes, because once again, it's just another way to move your body, and it helps with weight loss. And if you know anyone who suffered from diabetes, one way to keep diabetes under control is through your diet and exercise. Stronger bones. I actually saw a study, and if I can find it, I think I bookmarked it, and if I did, I'll add it in the description box. But it focused on particularly older people, and they broke them into groups, and the folks who walked every day had stronger bones. They were least likely to have like broken hips or knees or fractures. So anything I can do to prevent injuries as I get older, I'm all for it. Increase muscle strength. I've actually seen people who have walked their way to a toned and muscular body. And I believe there is a YouTube video that I looked at last year. Once again, if I can find that video, I'll put it in the description box. But essentially, I believe the person, her number one exercise, cardio, was walking, and then she of course added strength training, but she was able to truly transform her body, and I believe she lost over 100 pounds and had a lot of muscle. And basically she started gaining muscle from walking, but then she added the weights, which took her body to the next level. So I thought that was pretty awesome. And finally, guys, reduce body fat. And that's something I can say I've already started noticing with doing this 30-day walking challenge. How do I feel and what have I noticed in my body? Well, here are my results. Number one, I would definitely say my stamina has gotten so much better. I felt like walking every single day for 30 days. And don't get me wrong, guys, there were days where I was like, oh, I got to get in my 5,000 steps. And that's the great thing about having, some indoor walking exercises. I had bookmarked 5 different YouTube videos that on those days where I was just like moving slower or didn't really feel like going straight out to walk, I would get up and hit my mat and do the walking exercises. And that gave me my second wind, so to speak. And then in the afternoon, I would go out and do finish up my steps. So once again, if you're not aware, I did 30 days straight with 5,000 steps, but I averaged everything out by looking at on my tracker, and I actually averaged over 8,000 steps a day. There were days where I did 15,000 steps, and there were days where I did exactly 5,000 or maybe a little over 5,000 steps. So once I averaged everything, it came to about an average of 8,000 steps a day. So I think that's really, really good. So so definitely stamina. The other is body fat reduction. When I started my whole weight loss journey, I said, hey, I'm going to give myself a year. Then I said, don't put a time limit on it, but I will say over the next year, I told you my weight loss goal, the number, so I'm not getting on scales, but I have been, just checking on my weight. And so, I definitely see a reduction in body fat. I think I did I did a YouTube video where I said I have a half pack. I feel like now, guys, maybe I have a whole pack. I don't know, maybe a 1 pack or maybe a 3/4 pack. Is that a thing? I don't know, but I'm definitely seeing a reduction, particularly in the visceral belly fat. So I've definitely seen a difference there. And so, and I still have a ways to go, but I am seeing body fat reduction. So that is awesome. And of course, weight loss. You're probably wondering, did I lose a lot of weight on this 30-day walking challenge? And the answer is I lost 4 pounds. And I know some people may say, well, that's not a lot of weight. And it's probably like 1 pound. Yeah, it's 1 pound a week, which I think they say 1 to 2 pounds is the average. And I'm okay with that because I want my weight loss to be slow and to stay slow and steady and stay off consistently and not be a thing of, trying to rush weight loss. So that's what I'm looking for. But so it's overall 4 pounds. Something else I've noticed is my appetite. I think I did a video, one of my first videos where I talked about I did some form of intermittent fasting. Well, I don't do intermittent fasting anymore. I get up, I do a pre-workout meal, and then I do a post-workout meal. So in a sense, I kind of look at it as breakfast 1 and breakfast 2. So, and sometimes I just split my breakfast. One day I did a smoothie and I had avocado toast, and so I just drank the smoothie as my pre-workout, and then I came back and had my avocado toast with egg as my post-workout meal. So that's how I plan breakfast now. Or even if I do oats, I'll eat half of my oats, or maybe a quarter of my oats as like pre-workout, and then finish up my oats when I get back, and maybe add some additional protein, maybe some extra nuts and seeds, or once I added just like a couple of boiled eggs. So yeah, I definitely have stopped with intermittent fasting. Is just not serving me anymore, but I make sure I eat within a 12-hour window, and then I give my body 12 hours to digest my food properly. Finally, guys, is how my clothing fit. I have noticed that a few things are getting, particularly pants and jeans, are getting just like a little looser around the waist, which is always awesome. I have one pair of pants where they just don't fit right anymore, so I need to retire them. So on the plus, it's like, yeah, I'm seeing a difference in how my clothes fit. And so I'm excited to do some shopping and get new clothes. So I would definitely say that's probably another thing. And although all of this really is about health for me as part of my health and wellness journey, listen, at the end of the day, guys, I'll speak for myself. I still want to look good. I want to look good in my clothing. I want to feel comfortable. So yes, the added bonus on top of, your health and strengthening your immune system is being able to wear, some lovely outfits, or being able to, fit your clothes comfortably and wear, pretty much whatever you want to wear. So I think it's a win-win. And I'll add to that, guys, I really feel like during the 30 days, I know some people will do like a walking challenge and not change their diet. But I do feel like you'll get the greatest benefits if you're not only focused on doing, a 30-day walking challenge or a 10-day walking challenge, however long you want to do it. But I found the added bonus was, incorporating healthy but simple and easy meals. I think it just made a difference. And also too, meal prep. I would say prepping meals ahead of time. And the one thing I'm going to do moving further is I usually prep for about 3 days. That's usually my maximum. But I want to start prepping for a full week. So I'll bring you guys along with that. I'm looking at putting together a whole meal plan for a week, and we'll bring that video to you guys. But yeah, so I have some ideas, so stay tuned for that. So I want to do another 30-day walking challenge with 10,000 steps a day, and probably start that maybe in June or maybe in July. Haven't quite decided, but right now I'm focused on adding, the strength training, those workouts, and definitely more yoga and particularly Pilates. So guys, there you have it. My results from the walking challenge, how I feel, what I've noticed in my body, the food that I've eaten. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and share the video, guys. Let's share the love to other people out there, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you know when I post my next video.